lies. So alhamdulillah, when you are behind that mic and the inspiration that you share and the words that you speak from your heart definitely resonates with your listeners. So the best advice that I can give to you is, if you are committed, if you are dedicated, if you are sincere, if you love what you do, if you are passionate about what you like to talk about, go for it. I look forward to hearing you on the airwaves of any of the radio stations.
We look forward to hearing you too on the airwaves of any radio station. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is another Saturday morning in the company of Kelly Ramazani. Today we're talking all things radio related. We're talking about radio as a career, the past, its history, the future, what radio is heading towards, and of course, behind the scene, the kind of information that you will not find on Google. All right. So, like you had the voice note from Bibi Aisha Laher, shout out to her, phenomenal woman, incredible woman indeed. We'll be playing lots of voice notes from most, I want to say all, but most of your favorite presenters talking to you about what is radio like. Because today we're sending a huge shout out to all the incredible people behind the mic. You guys are doing phenomenal. You're doing amazing. You're doing incredible. And we appreciate you so much. But also to you, the listener. Thank you. Thank you so much for making this dream of ours come true, because radio is our passion and we love doing what we do for you. Speaking about what we do, we will be speaking to what we call a radio legend shortly. I tell you, when this guy speaks, you will hear the vibration through the airwaves. Okay, he's got a wealth of knowledge about the radio industry, both community and commercial. And of course, it does not end there. It gets better. We will be giving away 2 vouchers, all right? And you could win either one of the 2. All you have to do is send me a voice note of your best radio voice. You had that right. Your best radio voice, no longer than 1 minute, please, on 060-904-1056. Send me your best radio voice, saying anything. Okay, I could give you an example. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is the 15th of February 2025. Right now, it is exactly 15 minutes past 9 o'clock, and this is Career Campus. It's me, Kelly Ramazani, again on your airwaves, and I think this is my best radio voice. Well, you could beat me to it. Okay, I'm up for the challenge. Feel free, send in those voice notes, and you could be a winner. We'll also ask our radio legend to decide who is the winner. It is Career Campus, again, like I've said, where we talk all things career related, the show that is specially dedicated to you, to inform you what is happening around the world, locally and globally, side hustles, soft skills, and so much more. Your Saturday mornings are about to get better.
Hi, this is Max Khan, the presenter of a program aired on Friday evenings on your favorite radio station, Radio Al Ansar, entitled Maximizing Your Inner Self, focusing on emotional intelligence and personal development. I am fascinated by Kelly Romeland's show called Career Compass. She has a multifaceted and a multi-dimensional approach in discussing careers. Among the many features, one example is she highlights one's personal traits and characteristics to marry into an appropriate career. For example, an analytical, introverted person will possibly be uncomfortable in a career in sales and marketing, which requires dealing and engaging with people. Well done, Kelly, for an educational and insightful show.
What's the greatest man that ever lived? Yeah, you are the one who teach me how to live my life.
Hey, Community Buzz fam, it's Fatima Kareem here. Being a radio presenter is an absolute dream come true. I get to share my passion, connect with amazing people, and make a difference in my community. Catch you on the airwaves.
Oh man, I'm loving the vibe that's happening right here in studio. Shout out to you, Asif, who is handling the technical side of matter. I'll do the talking. Thank you very much. You're the typing as well, sending those messages on 0609041056. I see some of the messages. I will attend to them shortly. Shout out to Max Khan, Maximizing Your Inner Self, a brilliant show to teach you about emotional intelligence and the many, many things that your mind can do, how your mind can create a reality of its own. Wow, that is brilliant. And if you know me, I'm all about mind, psychology, behavior, human behavior. That kind of thing fascinates me a lot. Just shout out to you, Max Khan. We also played Fatima Kareem after that, the presenter of Community Buzz. And we've got so many other voice notes to play for you. But first, let me walk you through the pros and cons of being on radio. Like any other job out there, there is the positive, there's also the negative, there is the advantage, and there's also the disadvantages. In case you're probably hearing me and you're thinking, it must be easy. You just go there and you talk, and yeah, people send you messages, they watch you live on Facebook, which we are, by the way. Or maybe they follow you on Instagram or your social media page, and that's it. It's a walk in the park. Anybody can do it. Right. Can anybody just do radio? Well, let's find out. What are the pros of being on radio? Let me tell you, I love this platform. I love this medium with my entire heart. It is such a beautiful, powerful medium of communication. Why? It gives you direct influence in the community. If you are on radio, best believe you are contributing in the community. You are empowering the community with whatever talent you have, whatever show you have. It can be informative, it can be entertaining, it can be educating, whatever it is, whatever category you fall under, best believe you are contributing to the community. And we want to thank you for that. We want to thank you for the amazing work. So like I said, direct influence in the community. You have the ability to shape and influence. That is power right there. You also have this beautiful thing that I love, which is spontaneous. Yes. There are never 2 days that are exactly the same on air. Never. Never. The show today will not be the same show tomorrow if you do a daily show. This Career Campus episode today will never be the same as the one next week or the one previously, the previous week. No. They're all unique. They're all beautiful in their own way. They're dynamic and creative. And that's the beauty of radio, creativity. But also because it is a fast-paced industry, you cannot feed us something that you told us yesterday. It's declared as old news. So you got to keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving. It's very fast. And we'll talk about the mindset required to become a great radio presenter later on, which includes creativity and curiosity. You have to be curious. You have to know what is happening or want to know what is happening. The other positive thing about being on radio is that, congratulations, you are a public figure. Yes, when you are on radio, because it is a powerful tool, it's a powerful network, it is a recognized industry. It's very recognized. Best believe that even though people might not send you a text or two from their listening perspective on your show, they still know you. Yeah, they know you. No, they know you. They know you. They know you. And even if you think that, hey, I'm just talking on something that nobody will, react on or follow through. No, my darling, they do. They do, because 90% of our listeners are passive listeners. They don't respond or react immediately, but they can hear you. They can hear you. And that I can attest, because there were times where I was found in situations that people picked up from my voice who I was. And some of those situations were quite embarrassing. Because if you're going to be out there on social media portraying yourself anyhow, or maybe out on a grocery store or whatever, you're just behaving like a hooligan, or you do. Not that I do that sometimes. People see you. And people know you. And there were times where I was just going on with life, minding my business. doing grocery shopping, or maybe just contributing in the community, thinking I'm invisible, nobody can see me. And people come up to me and say, Assalamu alaikum, Kelly. We're a huge fan of your show. Or we used to hear you on the afternoon jam, or whatever it is. And I'm like, holy, how do you get to know me? But also now, because we have Facebook, before it was a mystery. You don't know the face behind the voice. Now you do. We've got Facebook, which we are live, and you can see me right there. Also, the other positive thing about radio is that there are opportunities beyond radio. There is growth in this industry. It is massive. It is vast. It is broad. It is incredible. There is opportunities beyond radio. You can do TV. You can do broadcasting. You can do emceeing. You can do voiceover. You can do voice acting. You can do so many things. Now, let's get to the negative. All right, the negative part about radio. This is quite disappointing. And when many people ask me, Kelly, how can I get into radio? The first thing I say to them is, first, you need to have a job. Yeah, no, that is the truth. You need to have a job. Because with many presenters, radio is a side job. It's a side hustle. For some, it's a hobby. But radio might not pay you enough to cover all your cost of living, okay? Because it has unstable income. That is because you're paid per show. So if you are not on a daily show, I mean, you're barely making it in life. Hint, somebody help me. Okay, you get it there, right? So, unless you are in commercial, because that's where the big money is. But to make it to commercial also, there is a lot of policies. So if you have connection, you can make it. But you need to be able to keep up with the pace, to keep up with the drama, the pressure, and so many things that come along with that high pay. Okay. Also, radio has odd hours. You can be given 4 a.m. in the morning, a slot there, or you can be given 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. It really depends on the type of show you have, but also on the type of available slot on that radio station that you're applying on or to. And then my most favorite part of radio. Criticism. Oh, my darling, when you are on radio, you have to have thick skin or you will not survive. You will cry. I've cried so many times. I just don't understand why people are so mean. I'm such a nice person. Why would they say that? People will judge anything that's in public. That's the first thing you need to know. And you having to be vulnerable to portray your personality, yourself, to share a piece of your mind. Best believe others might disagree. Yes, they will. And it's normal. Okay. So there will be criticism. You have to face it head on. Oh, you have to. Otherwise, that is not the career for you. Also, there is, like I said, intense pressure because of the constant need for you to evolve. You have to be innovative and relevant. You cannot keep telling us things about 3, 4, 5 days ago, unless you are maybe a history show or something like that deals with past information. Otherwise, keep it going. Speaking about keeping it I need to take a breath. Speaking about keeping it going, here is another voice note for you.
Thank you for being part of my life.
صلوا على الحبيب صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. It's Maulana Nosha Chishti Attari Madani here from the Spiritual Cures program on Al Ansar. Every Fridays, the idea of this program is to uplift, to inspire, to motivate, to give hope to those who feel hopeless and to help those who feel helpless by providing spiritual litanies in order for them to gain relief. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam.
To light, to light.
Shout out to Mulana Nosha there from Spiritual Cures every Friday. Like I said, there's more voice notes coming your way. This is Career Campus with Kelly Ramazani every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Good vibes only is what we're doing today, appreciating all the radio presenter as well as the listeners of Radio Al Ansar. Thank you. We do this for you. Another voice note.
Because of you, I feel blessed. Because of you, oh Allah. Because of you, I feel blessed.
Are you struggling with drug addiction? Do you know someone who is? It's time to take a stand. Get empowered with Ibrahim Dawood on the Rauf Show every Sunday from 1 to 2 p.m. Together, we fight against drug abuse, bringing hope to the helpless and help to the hopeless. Tune in, get inspired, and be part of the change every Sunday, 1 to 2 p.m.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Faisal MJ Suleiman, your station manager and host of Rise and Shine and Let's Chat. Well, I'm absolutely elated being on Careers Compass, and I thank Kelly for giving me this opportunity. Well, Career Compass rocks. I hope you're enjoying the show, and I'm sure that it's going to help in molding all your careers. Thank you, Kelly, for a job well done. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How cool is that? Getting our station manager to also participate. And more than anything, a really approachable person. Shout out to you, Faisal MJ Suleiman. We love you and keep doing the amazing work that you do. You too can send in those messages on 060-904-1056, or you can call us on 0861-904-904. We're opening up the lines for the best presenter voice, and you could walk away with something.
Where could I go? Where you're the most high, the king of that day.
We'd love to meet you. Pay us a visit. Radio Al Ansar.
Relax, relieve, repair. Say goodbye to tired joints and muscles with Arnica Blue Magnesium Spray. Now available in 3 options: soothing heat spray, refreshing cooling gel, and rejuvenating massage oil, all enriched with Arnica and added magnesium for powerful relief. Find your comfort today at your local pharmacy or shop online at www.czmarketing.co.za. Arnica Blue, your partner in recovery.
Are you ready for Ramadan? Get ready with Ramadan essentials at Al Shazia's pre-Ramadan sale. 20% off selected ladies and girls abayas, 15% off plain abayas, 25% off asil kurtas, and up to 50% off selected Al Nur kurtas. Sale starts Saturday 15 Feb to Monday 17 Feb. That's right, Al Shazia sale is this weekend only. 15 to 17 Feb, 130 Brickfield Road, Overport, Durban. Al Shazia, the scarf specialist.
Ladies, are you or a loved one diagnosed with cancer? Or are you on treatment? Or are you a cancer survivor? Then the Al Ansar Cancer Support Group is for you. Join us once a month and be a part of a supportive group of ladies to simply chat, discuss challenges, and be motivated by our guest speakers. Contact Rubina Parak on 082-786-8815 or Zora Jadwat on 082-220-3131 for more information. No one should face cancer alone.
Assalamu alaikum, it's me Aisha Jamal. Join me every Saturday on Nightline for 15 minutes of changing your heart with a helping hand buzz. Al Ansar, making a difference. Let's meet at 8:30 to 8:45.
Radio Al Ansar, 24/7, 365.
Once upon a time, during our dream, a merciful mankind was sent for you and me.
And this orphan child grew and came to be the greatest man alive. Praying Jannah with me, paved the way for us so we can believe. Taught us all about love, showed us what it means. Ya Muhammad, Ya Muhammad.
Hi, my name is Eric Imunina. I'm a newsreader at Radio Alonsa. In the last 10 years, I've been doing news and it's been quite fulfilling. I love the urgency of news presentation. It's been a childhood dream anyway. And I've listened to great voices, say from the BBC African service in the early 2000s, and that actually shaped my, my view of the world and shaped my love for the arts. If you'd like to be on radio, my advice is that first of all, you have to deal first of all with your language skill and make sure that your language is standard. Thank you.
27 minutes to 10 o'clock. You heard it from Eric Imonina, one of our news readers here on Radio Al Ansar. If you need to be on radio, focus on language. You need to have a clear language. And that is very important because it is one of the skills that you need for radio. You need to have great communication skills. You need to be able to speak clearly, engaging, and also have relatable speech. Okay. Which never mind. Let's keep it on a high note, okay? Speaking about communication, you also have to have the skill of storytelling, and I love this because it is based on personality. Some people love to tell stories from the end, then back to the beginning. Others start from the middle, then go to the beginning, then the end. Others just get to the point. Like, there's no storytelling in there, but you get the message, right? It's clear, it's precise. Also, you gotta be a people's person, you gotta love people because you'll be dealing with people 24/7. And that's the other thing I wanted to mention, the 24/7 part. Because of the demand of radio, wanting to be relevant, always innovative, creative, you are constantly updating yourself with what is happening around the world. So there is no off day. Yeah, there is no off day. There is no off air hours, after work hours. No. And especially for me, Alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I got to get the experience of being a content producer as well as a presenter. So I know from A to Z how a show is structured. I am so grateful for this insight information because many times we see something and we're like, that's an easy job. I think I can do it too. And then you get to do it and you're like, right. How do I exit this? Because it's quite hectic and demanding. So shout out to all the content producers of the shows here on Radio Al Ansar. Tabile Duma, who is also a newsreader and a content producer of the afternoon jam as well as the breakfast rush. Shout out to Hajra Kota, who is the content producer of many shows here. I don't want to call each one just in case there has been an updated version that I'm not informed of. Also, Mohammed Ayaz Karim, who is our head of content producer or production. Shout out to all the presenters who also produce their shows as well, like myself here. I do produce the show as well as host it myself. You guys are doing incredible. You guys are doing amazing work. I know the headache, I know the research, I know the time, I know the dedication that goes into it, and we love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. Also, you need the skill of adaptability and flexibility. You got to be able to adapt because, like I said in the beginning, with the income, unstable income, radio is also a very unstable environment. Yeah, today you're gonna have a different manager, tomorrow a different director. Things are always changing. Presenters are always changing. Shows are always reshuffled, and it's a moving world. It's a moving, busy world. We gotta get going. Gotta get going. On to the next voice note.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Shakita Khan from Radio Al Ansar. My programs are on Monday, Rangi Hayat, Inner and Outer, Beauty of Life, it's a lifestyle show. Rangi Hayat every Monday from 1:30 to 2, and on Tuesday, Spiritual Upliftment with Aparehana Leri from 12 to quarter to 1, and on Saturday, Bazme Urdu Adab program, Urdu language, Urdu suniye, sikhe, samjhiye. And being a presenter for so many years, I am just telling you that you just have to be natural, what you are, what you feel. And let me tell you that the words are feeling when we utter them. So we should know how to utter this word with love, with so much care and empathy for the listeners as well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu on this cheerful Saturday morning to you, Sister Kelly Ramazani, and the listener of Career Compass, Radio Al Ansar, where the beats of the nasheed, the naat, and the mankabat never stops. The stories are endless, and the good vibes are always on. So stick around because the magic of radio is just getting started. This is Nazmira Hassan and your breakfast rush.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Muhammad Rashid Qazi from the program Sanai Muhammad. For years, I dreamt of being on radio, and when the opportunity finally came, I knew I could not let it pass. With passion and purpose, I set out on a mission, not just to be a broadcaster, but to leave a lasting mark in radio. Sanai Muhammad was already a successful program, but I wanted to take it further. One of our core aims became nurturing young reciters while working alongside the best of the best, elite, senior, and internationally renowned Naat reciters. We didn't stop at the studio. We took broadcasting on the road, going live from locations across the country and internationally. Through networking with global presenters, reciters, and distinguished personalities, Sanai Muhammad continues to push boundaries and elevate the art of Naat. Then came the lockdown, an era that challenged us all, but it also sparked innovation. Sanai Muhammad led the way, pioneering the visual broadcast of a radio show, a concept we proudly carry forward today. So don't miss out. Join me every Sunday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. on Radio Al Ansar. And for the full experience, catch us live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Sanai Muhammad, where tradition meets innovation.
"19 minutes to 10 o'clock. You are on Career Campus with Kelly Ramazani. Today, we're celebrating our presenters here on Radio Al Ansar in honor of World Radio Day, which took place 2 days back on the 13th of February 2025. It takes place every year on the 13th. Okay. So we are thanking all the presenters for the amazing work, but also we are thanking you, the listener, for making this possible, for the love, for the care, and all the in-betweens that you do. So we want to thank you, and thank you, and thank you again. And that's why the presenters are sending their shout outs, they're sending their messages, they're sending their love. We played quite a handful of presenters. We still got more to come, and we still have to do an interview with a radio legend. So it just keeps getting better. And we'd like to end the show on a high note. So we're going to do giveaways, and I'm asking you to come forward with your best presenter voice. Send in those voice notes. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. 0609041056, or you can call us on 0861904904. Do you think you have what it takes to become a presenter? Shout out to the presenters that we were listening to earlier on. Shagufta Khan, who spoke so beautifully about the importance of the impact of the words that you share. They need to come from the heart. You need to feel them. And if you know Shagufta, she is a wise woman, but very passionate. And especially when it comes to literature, language, and her Urdu show, as well as the beauty shows that she does. She is a beauty queen. Shout out to Nazmira Kasim from the Breakfast Rush. She also sent in her voice note, telling us about the Breakfast Rush, where you will find a Monday to Friday from 6 to 8 a.m. and also about what radio, being a great platform. She also sent a shout out to me. Thank you, Nazmira, for that. And then we played my friend Muhammad Rashid Kazi from Sanai Muhammad. Brilliant show there. And up next, we've got more voice notes to play, but I also want to quickly read your messages on 06090 1056. This one says, on a highway, even if we drive as fast as we can, we will always find somebody ahead of us. This is more than true in our lives too. We can't get ahead of everyone. So let's simply enjoy the turns and twists, slops, and elevations in our drive of life. And here's a tip. The bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you fail to negotiate the turn. So steer well, and time moves very fast, and death has no reverse gear. Shabi Barat Mubarak, salams and du'as from Yusuf Patel. May the good Lord bring peace to our Palestinian people and our beautiful but troubled world. I request for your forgiveness. Shukran. Shabi Barat Mubarak to everyone. I'm also getting messages, lots of messages from my Facebook as well as my WhatsApp. But I want you to please do me a favor and forward those messages to our WhatsApp on 0609041056. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kels, I'm tuned in and I'm listening to you while driving. Jazakallah khair so much. If you are on the road, do take it easy. It is cloudy with rainy conditions expected. So do drive safely, drive to stay alive. Also, another message that came in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kelly, it's Saturday and we are on. Thank you so much for the lovely messages. More voice notes to you.
Ya Rabbi Ya Kareem, Ar-Rahman Ya.
I could see through the lies and all the deception. I hear echoes of pain.
Hey, Community Buzz fam, it's Fatima Kareem here. Being a radio presenter is an absolute dream come true. I get to share my passion, connect with amazing people, and make a difference in my community. Catch you on the airwaves.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Morana Ahmed Aku, and my show is Inspirations from the Quran and Sunnah. They say in life, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Hafiz Ismail Khatib, and I present two programs on Radio Al Ansar, Medina Hour and Sira Hour. Medina, the special illuminated city of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that provides us with the fundamental basis of the Sirah. And going through the Sirah, you can only have love for Medina in your hearts. Only on Radio Al Ansar, Sira Hour and Medina Hour, by myself, Hafiz Ismail Khatib.
Shout out to Hafiz Ismail Khatib, who has two shows, Medina Hour and Sira Hour. Very informative programs. They're speaking about informative. Shout out to Mulana Ahmed Aku, who does inspirations from the Quran every Thursday night. Please forgive me about that. Every Thursday night to 7 p.m. Absolutely beautiful show. We also played you a voice note from Fatima Kareem, Community Buzz. We spoke about that a few minutes. And now we've got a few more voice notes. Let's just wrap up the voice notes before we do our interview. Let's go.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Aisha Jamal, and I am the presenter and producer of the program called Yadul Ansar, which is a Helping Hands community upliftment show, which comes to you every Friday between 10 and 11 a.m. So for me, it's always been a passion to assist people, motivating them and uplifting and making a difference. If you love radio and want a career in presenting, have passion, love what you do. Keep it natural, simple, but let it be exciting yet eventful. Always keep in tune with your listener. Engage with them as the listener is the most important person. So, all of you future radio presenters, I'm really looking forward to meeting you. World Radio Day and Career Compass. Shukran Kelly. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Hey, Assalamu alaikum, Kelly. I'm Salma Kazi Wahab, as you know, of course, presenter of the Sunday Lounge. This is just for your show this weekend. And I just wanted to say it's such an honor and such a privilege to actually be able to be on a platform like Radio Al Ansar. We take it for granted in so many ways. We are in an era of podcasts and TikTok and Instagram reels that everyone is so absorbed in, but nothing takes away from how special radio actually is. We don't realize just how many people are listening to us while they cook, while they're busy with their kids, while they're in the car traveling, how much it actually means to people what we put on air, the impact it is having on so many different people in so many ways. So thank you to the listeners of Radio Al Ansar for giving us that opportunity. And yes, it is you that gives us the opportunity, because if you don't enjoy what we put on air, there is no point in what we do. Your feedback, that little WhatsApp message that we get while we're on air, we see it. We see the likes on Facebook. We see the views when we are on YouTube. We love it. We appreciate it. And that's why we do what we do. So thank you, Kelly, for giving us this opportunity. And I hope that we see many others that pursue this career in radio, inshallah. Here's to many more. Catch me Sunday between 10 and 12. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Brother Muhammad Variawa, and the program is Nightline, the show that gets you talking every Saturday night from 8:30 until late. I think some of my funniest moments is sometimes when you live on Facebook, and as a presenter during ad break, you forget you're live on Facebook, and you either say silly things or make some funny jokes or use some words you're not supposed to, or maybe dig your nose. That are anxious moments and really draining.
Hey, Assalamu alaikum, Kelly. I'm Salma Kazi.
Shout out to you, Salma Kazi. We love you so much. We almost played your voice note twice. That is Salma Kazi from Sunday Lounge. Brilliant nasheed lineup that she gives you. And I trust in Salma's playlist. I always say that. She's got the best taste when it comes to nasheeds. Also, shout out to Muhammad Variawa from Nightline. You heard him say it. That is the only show that gets you talking. Yes, in a good way. In a good way. That show, best believe, is meant to address all the issues and talks and topics that we try to sweep under the carpet and we try to ignore and avoid. Mohammed Variawa and Dr. Jiwa, shout out to you two. Amazing show right there. And then we played you a voice note from Aisha Jamal. Shout out to you, amazing soul, amazing soul. Yadul Ansar, the helping show. She does the helping hand. She does amazing project in the society. And like I said to you, all these presenters and so many more do amazing work in contributing in the community. Right now, we're going to be speaking to the radio legend himself on the line, but let me quickly read to your message. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's raining outside, just letting you know because you're inside. Jazakallah khair so much. I did mention it. If you are on the road, do take it easy as it is raining and there will be expected rainy conditions. But nevertheless, the show must go on. On the line, we have the honor and privilege of joining us on this Saturday show. Okay, we're about to get him on the line. Let me build up the hype, but I want to build the hype when he's here so that he'll be able to come on the show again when I ask him to come on the show. This is Career Compass. You are in safe hands.
You're there, make no mistake. When
When you're by my side, I take this lonely world in stride. Every time you're next to me.
8 minutes to 10 o'clock. Welcome right into it. It is Career Campus every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Only on 90.4 FM if you're in PMB. If you are in Durban, 105.6 FM if you're in PMB. And anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. Like I said, today we are honoring all our radio presenters, all our content producers, and the people that make the show happen on the line. We have the honor and privilege to be speaking to a radio legend, a man with wealth of knowledge in the radio industry, both commercial and community. No stranger to the airwaves, like I told you in the beginning. You hear him most times, especially during midweek. We have the one and only Ravi R. Ravi, assalamu alaikum.
Drum rolls. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kelly, always a pleasure to be with you, especially on a Saturday morning out of my time zone, out of my comfort time zone. But yeah, thank you very much for having me on your show.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you for being part of the show, for coming on. Now, we want to know, who is Ravi R? What has his journey on radio been like? Can you walk us through that before we begin?
Absolutely. Radio has always been about passion. For me, radio started at a very young age when I would stand in front of a mirror with a hairbrush and talking to the mirror. And I'm talking from a young age, from as little as 7 years old.
Wow.
And yeah, so it's always been embedded in me. I'd already known from a much younger age where I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. Now, there's a lot of kids right now who are listening in, and families. If your child is interested in the arts, and if they have a flair for, I'll use an example for you, a flair for example, sport, all right, or art, or talking, or whatever the case may be, then that might be your cue to kind of push them and spur them on in that particular direction, because they've got something in them. And, you know, they always say, you know, everything's written out for us. Do you understand that, Kelly? Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Did you ever, beyond your wildest dreams, ever think that you would be on radio today?
To be honest, no, but I was always told that I should go into an industry where I do talking. Lots of
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So whatever's in your path shall be willed by Almighty God. All right? It just depends what the desire is. So desire and ambition plays a significant role in wherever you'd like to be. And I'd also like to tell our listeners, particularly children again, the youth, never give up on a dream, because one day it will come true. You've got to go out there and make amends, but you've got to want it so badly for it to happen. Do you follow?
Absolutely.
It's almost like manifestation. It's almost like the power of your thought as to where you want to be and how you want to be. So like you said, look, I've been on radio my entire life. I mean, I started off on community radio back in 1996 at the tender age of 19. It was called Radio Phoenix, serving the greater Durban region. It was my first taste of radio, and I absolutely loved it. I was approached by a commercial radio station, East Coast Radio, at the age of 23. I served there for 16 years, and I retired completely from the world of radio. So when I say retirement, I started placing my emphasis more on my family life and my kids who were growing and things like that. And I just felt I needed that space, because radio is not just about being on radio. Radio is about being out there in terms of being a master of ceremonies, which you have been on a few occasions, I've noticed on your Instagram page.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, radio is about, in my instance, playing music, producing, editing, and so forth. So it's just not the element of being on air. So it's quite diverse in that particular sense. And as well, having said that, I had retired completely from the spectrum until the afternoon jam with Fahim Jamida, who took over that radio show about 4 years ago. He gave me a telephone call and he said, look, you're great at content. Would you be able to contribute on the radio show? And I said, wow, Al Ansar, what a lovely opportunity, because here is a radio station serving the community. And it must be known that I take time out of my day to come there completely free of charge. So forget the monetary aspect of it. It is the time aspect of it. And time is a commodity which you can't put a price on today, especially with my schedule. All right. Having said that, I'm saying I love coming out to serve the community because we shape and change people's lives. We help them. And who am I talking to? Who is my audience? My audience is anybody who's out there who would learn something new from me. And that's what I love about Al Ansar. You know the pillars of Al Ansar. Do you know them, Kelly? You've been on radio for many years. Do you know the pillars?
Yes, yes. To educate, to unite,
Inspire,
and to inspire, and
educate,
inform. Yes.
correct, inform. And that's what radio is holistically about. It's a diverse field. It's got so many career paths, right? You know that on air, you're on air. You've got an engineer with you. You've got management. You've got a marketing division. But this whole world of radio is just incredible. It's mesmerizing. And it's like, it gives you a very good feeling. You know, when you come off radio, it's like, wow, I've done something good. And that's what radio is about to me, Kelly.
Wow. Absolutely beautiful words there coming from Ravi R, sharing with us his experience and journey on radio. What a powerhouse you are, Ravi. I would love for us to continue with this conversation because we love learning so much here on this show, especially, and you are just the right person for this topic today. But unfortunately, time is not on our side, and I would love to ask you this before I let you go. What advice do you have for the youth or for anybody that's aspiring to come on radio?
I would naturally say, please, and I say this with the utmost of respect, if you do not have a passion for it, and if you think that it's a world filled with glitz and glamour and bright lights and big city, then it is not for you. You must genuinely want to have a reason to be there, to wanting to be there to help, to inspire, to educate, to improve yourself as an individual. You got to focus on, your communication skills, which is incredibly important. Try and build a social media presence. You must stay updated with what's happening in the industry. Listen out to your favorite radio presenters. Learn from them. So that's important, you see. So that would be my message to the youth. How do you get onto radio? Look for internship opportunities. Al Ansar and other radio stations are always looking for youngsters who are passionate about that. There's a lot of people who give their time wanting to learn. And don't be shy. If you want to learn and you don't have the resources, go to the radio station management. Look, say, I'm willing to work for free. Give me an opportunity to learn, like a little internship program. And once you get the taste of radio, once that bug bites, I mean, look at all of you, every single individual who's on radio.
Yeah.
You just don't want to let it go because it's so beautiful. Let's be honest. I'm calling a spade here.
Yes.
I say things as they are. And here I am saying it. If you're passionate about it, then go for it. And remember, at the end of the day as well, I'd like to give you the best advice. You cannot make radio your entire world in the sense that you stick and confine yourself to that and only that. You've got to be cognizant of the fact that you'd also like to establish yourself in some kind of other career, some kind of business, and so forth. Because that is what will really keep you grounded as well. It's always nice to have something else to fall back on. You follow, Kelly?
Absolutely correct.
Because remember, as you age, you want to make space for the youngsters. You want to make age for the youth to come about on radio, to give their fresh perspective and opinions on the world.
That is.
Whilst older people can give great advice, it's also nice to always, open up the space and give other people a chance.
Absolutely, Ravi. That will be it for today. Hopefully you come on the show more often. Will you?
It would be my pleasure. Jazakallah shukran. Have a wonderful day, Kelly.
Thank you so much.
And to all our listeners.
Yes, that is Ravi R. And he is sharing with us his radio journey as well as advice to you, the youth. You heard it's all about passion. It's all about growth. It's also about service to the community. So if you think it is for you, do go for internship. Do go for volunteering. Just give it a try. Give it a try. We've got voice notes, but time is not on my side. Eric is already in studio. He needs to do the news. We will listen to the voice note and we'll message you if you are the best radio voice for this Saturday. See you next week, Saturday, same time, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on Career Campus. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I say to you, find your purpose and leave your mark.
Radio Al Ansar, 24/7, 365.
An informative Islamic global perspective.